Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
The sand room sounds cool.
Well, it could be hot or cool. It could be a beach or a desert. I say we find out.
Let's do it. Sand room. Any unlocks in the sand room card, and you head to the sand room.
Oh, yeah.
You walk into the sand chamber, and hold on. Immediately, Harlock, your trap sense goes off. This entire room is a trap in itself.
Ooh.
This whole place is a trap, guys.
In what way?
What?
How is this a trap? It's just an open room.
Is the trap that there isn't any sand?
Harlock, you walk into the room and you're like, hold the fuck up. This thing is trapped. You drop to your hands and knees, like in full-on hunter-tracker mode, and you get a very, very close look. Not even one step out into the middle of the room, you notice that the ground is very, very carefully disguised. This isn't brick at all. This is actually multicolored sand arranged in such a way to look like bricks.
Holy shit.
In awe of the craftsmanship of this trap.
That is so ridiculously detailed.
I don't know that it's quicksand, but if I were to make a sand room and it were a trap, then I'd make it quicksand.
It's more like a brick sand room.
Nice.
What?
Okay, so what do we even do about this?
This is a hell of a room.
This is a hell of an opener, actually. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so we have to make it so that they won't just... I assume this is the sort of sand where you're gonna jump right in and just kind of drown in it, as though it were
one
water?
way to find out, Indian picks up one of these boards of wood and throws
You're
it
gonna throw in Chardonnay.
No.
Indian picks up Chardonnay and no. She throws in the board of wood and it immediately sinks in. Yeah, quicksand.
Does it ruin
Told you.
the stonework?
It does not. The stonework seems to almost reknit itself as it vanishes beneath.
Well.
Ooh, actually, it's really good that you two are here. Hold on. Indian goes along the very edge. If you were going to walk into this room as our sample test group, what would you do? What would you do?
Oh, good idea. Make use of the idiots.
Well, using
But don't actually do it.
Oh, okay.
Did you see her step back?
Well, my initial reaction would be to just go. 'Cause it's open. But now that I've been informed it is in fact deadly,
She puts her hands on her hips.
I would maybe see what these vines do.
Ooh, good point.
Maybe if I tug them, it turns the sand into rocks, and then it
just fall in
becomes
the
safe to
sand.
walk.
You go over to the vines, and yeah, Chardonnay, as you tug on them, they don't come loose. Apparently, something's lodged in the walls, like some great potted plant, I suppose. And they don't come loose at all, but they seem to be a pretty good, thing to hold on to. And taking a closer look around their base, there actually doesn't seem to be any quicksand there.
They're more like roots.
Is it just safe all the way along?
She makes sure to hold on to the roots and just slowly go along.
Harlock gets her arm ready.
You make it about to there, and you start to actually sink into the sand a bit, but by stopping yourself dead, and Harlock's watching, it halts your progress, but you don't sink in, being aware of the trap at least.
Okay.
So it looks like that's an okay path to take if they can manage it.
It does.
How will they know that they need to do that and not run across?
Yeah, that's the rub. What if we need something subtle, too. We can't make it, obvious that it's sand. So what... Would it be possible to get, a drip of water going, right around here at a semi-regular interval, just so that maybe it'll ripple, maybe it'll make it a little more obvious?
Or a gust of wind?
Let me be right back really quick. And Ian exits back to the break room.
Is she gonna get the water from the keg?
She comes back a second later with a giant keg.
Son of a bitch, okay. Inian, you read my mind.
She slams the thing down. Okay.
Great.
Giant keg. Okay.
Let's just lodge this bad boy in the ceiling.
Okay. No, everyone, stay the hell away from me. Right now I'm hoping it's full of air. Yep. If you come close, I'm gonna drop it. Wish for anything else and I will be crushed under its weight.
Helium!
Inian starts to float slightly.
Ooh.
How did she know it?
Lead, says Rory.
Slam! It touches down. What was that? Why would you do that?
I'm having very heavy thoughts right now.
Okay, who did that?
The obvious monster.
A monster is made by its actions, not its form.
You just tried to sink Ian, my pen pal.
It was an accident.
Oh, that just means he's a jerk then.
Rory goes over here and takes a seat in these vines.
Harlock, you have some classes you need to attend.
Classes? I already graduated with full honors.
You are never done learning.
I couldn't help but notice, this side, the rocks look a little different, but those rocks look different too. Like they don't look as pale.
I try and I just poke a foot out, tippity-tappity at it.
Yep, those are solid.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no. I'm gonna clamber up on top of this keg and set the spigot to like a small but steady stream.
Wait a second.
Okay.
I think there's a problem. If people walk in here and think of what's in that keg...
Oh, no.
Or if they imagine anything like lead... Oh, no.
Okay,
no,
what if...
But like...
Lava!
No! Marcus hastily closes the spigot.
Chardonnay blinks one eye at a time.
Okay, like, who would see a giant keg and think something like lead, though? They don't know how it works. They'll think beer or something. It's fine.
Yeah, and then they'll get really drunk and die in the dungeon.
I think that's right. I don't think that's something we gotta worry about. So wait, let's see how the effect works.
Let's put a sign on it that says...
good idea.
Dirty water, so no one will try to drink it.
That's perfect, Gregor.
Gregor takes out his crayons.
You write dirty water on the side, and it influences your thoughts, and indeed, it does become dirty water.
You are right, Inian. This is so much better than blood.
Ashen Knight watches as you deface what is considered probably a legendary magical item.
So how is the effect working? Does this little stream of water like do anything to the sand bricks?
So as every individual drop comes from the spigot, it touches down and hits the top of one of the bricks and sends a ripple through it, almost as if it were hitting the surface of a pond, showing the complete area that is entirely sand, pretty much an area right around these contours of the room.
Perfect. Yeah, shit, I think that works.
Hooray!
That's a very clever solution. I'm proud. You guys are getting better at this.
So is this what you guys did for our dungeon?
Yes.
No.
Why, Marcus?
We didn't plan for some of the stuff.
The egg was unexpected.
The egg was
really? Was it?
We did pick the egg room.
Yeah.
Okay,
true.
Sure,
we
that
need
is
to
a little bit on us.
Start thinking about possible consequences that will come with the room names.
I'm sorry if we broke anything.
Okay, you guys want to do the next room now?
Yeah, come on over here, guys. Let's do the next room.
I'm really happy with this room. I think it turned out okay.
Rory jumps into the sand. You see him, for a split second, metamorphosize into some sort of horrifying land shark, and the next moment he's on the other side of the room, reformed as Rory.
This guy, I don't know what to think. Yeah, Rory can just do that.
Huh.
You place your hand on the next door, and you are dealt a new hand. You are given the option of the help room or the frog room.
Oh, shit.
So this established that sand can be water and you'll sink in it. So ships should come next.
That logic's good enough
they
for me.
stop you from sinking in sand.
I do like the idea of a themed dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, last time it didn't turn out so great.
Well, you were picking it up near the end.
It was bird-themed. It was
It-
bird-themed.
well,
at the
yeah.
end.
I can't help but feel things might have turned out better for one of them if
So
we
what
hadn't.
what is the theme of this dungeon?
Dirty water.
Pirate? Dirty water. Yeah, that's
I think
the
that'll
name of
become
this-
clear as we keep going.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right now, it could be
okay.
desert sailors.
Wait, holy shit, that's really cool.
You
I'd watch that.
enter into the ship room.
Now, an immediate problem that presents itself is that this water is nowhere near dirty enough.
Well, that's
Yeah.
tough because it's on dirt. So how do we
Yeah.
make it dirtier than being on dirt?
Well, I've got these bottles full of oil we can just kind of pour in here.
we
Didn't
just-
Kier
we're just
say
walking
those are
into the room?
flammable when combined with water?
Oh shit, you're right, yeah.
Or was that the soda?
Okay, just walk into the room.
Or was that the water?
Okay. What do we
So,
do?
what's
Is there a
what's
trap?
the catch here?
Is it fishing?
Like, what happens if I just jump onto this boat?
Okay. You leap into the boat, and as you jump, you notice almost beneath the surface of the water, you notice tiny, like, almost pinpricks of light, and then you realize, oh, that's the light catching off. What are those? Are those knives?
What?
And you jump into the boat, and the water begins to almost writhe as the area beneath it begins to like bubble and roil, and tiny creatures from beneath the surface of the water begin to repeatedly stab at the boat up towards you.
Oh,
Whoa.
fascinating.
Whoa.
So
so-
I guess Marcus hops right up onto this bench, like the seat in the middle of the boat.
The boat is beginning to sink.
Shit.
This might not be a good time for it, but the last room was the sand room, and this appears to be a beach, so maybe it's beach themed?
Oh, it's beach themed.
Guys, I'm
Everyone
sinking!
kind of nods. Yes, Marcus gets progressively lower.
I'll just snatch. I should be able to pretty easily snatch Marcus, right?
Oh, are you grabbing him and pulling him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Harlock.
You yank Marcus back, and it's you can feel almost an enchantment spread throughout the boat. It begins to reconstitute itself and regain buoyancy. In
Oh,
the
that's
water.
lucky.
So,
Like it functionally resets.
how long
So-
do you have on that boat before the?
I wonder if it has to do with weight also, because Marcus is extremely light.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Okay.
Is there a
so
ceiling
who's the
here?
heaviest?
Well,
I think-
Harlock, you have
I
some
think
metal
I have.
limbs going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harlock is pretty dense.
And you're dropping down onto
And
it?
I'm going to drop down onto it just to see.
Okay. You touch down, and yes, indeed, it does begin to sink substantially faster than when Marcus was on this, as more and more of these tiny creatures begin to shank holes in the boat.
Rude.
What are
I'm going
these
to swing.
stab-happy fish?
Over here.
You take a look down, and yes, indeed, they are stab-happy fish.
Oh,
You guessed it
son
in
of a
one.
bitch.
So it seems like any adventurer might be competent enough to like jump over. Inian takes a step back and whoop, jumps, lands on the side, shakes unsteadily. The boat starts to get shanked, and then she whoop, jumps to the next one. It seems like anyone should be able to do that, right?
As long
Yeah,
as you
this
don't do more
seems-
than try two.
Should is a
Well,
dangerous, dangerous word when it comes to adventurers.
Okay, who wants to jump with me?
Chardonnay is on the way.
Okay.
She has a catchphrase.
I'll
You
jump
both-
too.
Everybody
Oh, wait a
jumps
minute.
on the boat,
Yeah.
and it begins to rapidly
Oh.
sink. You all hop
Okay.
off. You all hop off, and the boat retains whatever buoyancy it had. Okay, that's not bad. This room isn't bad already.
Rory
Okay,
becomes a
Doppel
knife
Rory?
fish.
Don't. Okay, he did.
He swims across along with the other knife fish and reemerges, turns into Rory. He's still holding the knife.
Good, he's got a knife now. My
What?
favorite.
See, this just proves that you have nothing to worry about. You can just swim.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, if there's a doppelganger in the next party, I'm sure they'll do fine.
That was an easy one.
This is really easy.
This isn't bad at all.
Yeah. We're clearing
Uh,
this dungeon as fast as we're making it.
Inian places her hand on the door, and you are dealt your next two cards. You have a
Ugh.
choice between the vineyard and the giant hole.
Oh,
Oh, I love Lyft.
neither one of those is beach themed.
Didn't we?
Right.
Didn't we have a chill room by now in the other dungeon?
I think you're right, yeah.
Should we?
So you think
mean-
it's time for the market already?
That's not chill. The horrors of capital. Fine, sure, let's do it. And he puts down the market.
That makes sense.
and-
They'll know the theme so they can buy items to help with the beach theme accordingly.
It's only a horror if you're a small business owner.
Wait, we are.